playoff time here in the UPS F1 League. That sounds very cursed to say for an F1 league, but we do things a little different here. Tonight we got ourselves a sprint doubleheader here in Brazil, in Sao Paulo. Not a huge field tonight, and it's only me in the booth alongside who's actually racing, Sniper Hyper, again in the booth with us. Probably having mic issues.
Fucking Texas Roadhouse.
What's that?
I got Texas Roadhouse rolls.
Nice. Let me just make sure I get the stream in here. Got ourselves some one-shot qualifying as per usual with the sprint. Let me make sure I get... I know there's a different format for the sprint. I just got to find the message real quick. Let's see. So, sprints, it's 15, 12, 10, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sprints and fastest lap for each sprint, man, is 1 point each. All right. Here we go, qualifying. Let's make sure I got my spec here. So far, Smitten. Was up front there for a little bit. As Trusting Banjo making one of his first starts of the season. Almost won the championship a season ago, but with a lot of schedule constrictions, he's not been able to make a whole lot of races. So far, so good throughout the second sector. Purple sector again. It's definitely gonna look like pole for the Williams driver. Only 12 cars in the field tonight. A lot of the playoff guys are actually not here, but it's gonna look like Trusting Banjo will snag the pole by a full 4/10 over CJ. Why does my game sound really quiet? As here's your qualifying order for the sprint race. Banjo, CJ, Callie, Sniper, Chan, Lawson in 6th, Caesar in 7th, Smitten 8th, Drew Rocks 9th, JB 10th, Lucy Banjo in 11th, and Jay Harmo making his first start of the season in P12. Also, half a second quicker on mediums was Trusting Banjo. This is one of, I think, like the second or third race with the full Williams lineup from the beginning of the season. All right. 5 red lights. And away we go to begin the playoffs. So far through turn 1, CJ with a great start there. Will take the lead out of turn 1. Everyone keeping it clean for the first set of corners. Banjo dropping a lot of spots, dropping to third actually, not a whole lot of spots. But so far everyone down the straightaway, so far so good. Skinny also has made it into the race, running the Red Bull. CJ currently your race leader through the first couple of corners. Then it's Callie, Chan, Lawson, and Banjo, your top 5. So far, nothing really too crazy. As here we go, around the outside. Down the inside again, Skinny. Up into 11th. Good move there. Smith trying to get by King Caesar. Side by side between the two racing bulls, Drew Rocks loses the position to his teammate. As CJ2K up about 6/10 on the first lap. No really close battles to point out. CJ the 1:14.808. As the Drew and Drew battle for a second, but he ends up going wide. We got ourselves a little bit of a gap starting to close here for second place. As Lawson goes wide. On board with the Haas of No Dad Chan. Having a very quiet season so far. Most of the time we've shown him on stream in the last couple of races has been with conflict with Jonah Cullen, who's not here tonight. But instead it's his teammate. Also here tonight. Or was. As this gap is closed to about 3/10. Callie trying to go down the inside here in the turn 1. He's got the corner so far, now into 2. Still side by side. He's going to get the pass through on CJ. CJ on board, he's going to get the DRS. Down the inside, here he goes. Gets the pass off. Callie down in the second. But so far, Chan maintaining third. On board, watching this battle for the lead unfold. Chan, who has a lot of success here at Brazil, trying to increase on that total. These two still going at it here 3 laps in. So far so good throughout the second sector. 4/10 the gap for the lead. As DRS back open. King Caesar quickest lap of the race. Lawson tries to take a peek for third. Still trying to take that peek. Callie with DRS trying to take a little bit of a peek as well for the lead. Can't have enough space. Gonna make the move down the inside though, the next corner, a little bit of contact. Even more contact, down the inside, a little switchback. Still there, a little bit more contact. This is great racing for the lead. Chan up in the second. Still side by side battle for second. Chan and CJ. These two have a little bit of history. Chan up in the second. With Chan a little bit. Throw up that corner. Gonna get the DRS on Callie. Coming to lap 5. As Jay Harmo into the grass there. Loses even more time. Is down the straightaway here. Chan with the DRS. So does CJ. CJ trying to make something happen. Does not have the space yet to do so. One goes a little bit wide there. As Caesar gets the move done on Lawson, looking for another one. Lawson fighting back down the inside. Loses it on the outside, but Sniper trying to take a little bit of a peek. It's good racing here for the 5th spot. Side by side between Sniper and Lawson. Sniper trying to fight back around the outside. Bluesy Banjo goes around. As JB and Lawson. Whoa, what the heck? Lawson just had a lag spike on my end. Jay Harmo goes around again. The bottom two in a disaster class of their own. Here halfway through the sprint. There's Chan trying to take a little bit of a peek down the inside of Cali there. Down into the corner here. CJ losing a little bit of time after being up front for a while. Chan trying to scope out what he can do. I believe he's still looking for his first win on the season. Yeah, he's still looking for his first win of the season. I believe he has a lot of success at Brazil. Let me just double check. Yeah, he's the all-time wins leader at Brazil with about 6 wins, which is the most by 4. Cali having a good run so far, currently leading by about a half a second. Down in the turn 1, CJ trying to take a little bit of a peek. On board with Chan. Let's see if he can get a run here. Really out of DRS. But he's going to have that DRS power down the inside. Looking for the move. Maintaining space with Cali. Still side by side. Cali going to get the run a little bit. Going to try to carry the momentum around the outside, forcing the long way around. Down to this little corkscrew corner. Into the right hand. Back to the left. Still nothing there. CJ now all over the gearbox of the Haas right there. Then trusting Banjo hanging in the balance in 4th. Jay Harmo out of the session, manually retires. Honestly, not surprised. Down the front straightaway. Chan with a little bit of an earlier breaking point. No drastic changes throughout the field so far in the last couple of laps. As Chan actually gets the move done on Cali, I did not catch that. But Cali's still trying to fight back, has a little bit more battery than Chan. Chan really wasting that ERS. Let's see what he can do here. He can hold off Cali for the last few laps. Caution is out in the sector for King Caesar going around. A little bit of an onboard camera here with Chan, currently your race leader. A little bit of the shoulder cam. Coming out of the final corner now. Chan with a little bit of a good gap, of about 6/10 gap. Then 3rd and 4th, both about 3/10 between each other. Nothing crazy. As CJ gets a little bit squirrely. Banjo now through. CJ losing a lot of time, got really squirrely on the curb. And Cali gets something to work here. Not close enough yet. But make an attempt to set something up if he can get to him. Banjo starting to hound the gearbox of the Ferrari. Really good corner by that Williams. That Williams starting to come alive a little bit now. Chan currently holding on to the lead. We're going to be coming to lap 10 of 12 in the sprint race. The playoff opener. See if Callie has anything for this Haas. Down the front straightaway now. Let's see if anything will change. Callie about 2/10. Gained a little bit. Let's see what we can have here down the straightaway. On board with the Ferrari. Through rocks, 3-second time penalty. Multiple warning. Oh, Banjo now down the inside. Did not catch that. Poor camera work on my part. Trying to make that outside work. He gets it to work. Now can he catch up to Chan? He's got a great run so far. Way better in that corner now. Now the heat's starting to turn up here in the kitchen. Can Banjo catch up to Chan and steal the sprint race? About 4/10 the gap, but that gap is starting to close. Those hard tires coming alive. Callie trying to fight back as much as he can. CJ rounds fourth, and Lawson rounding out your top 5 so far. Coming to 2 to go now. Into the final corner. Gonna go on board with Banjo for the time being. Watch behind to see if that Ferrari can get a run. But let's see if this Williams can find something. Make this car come alive. Found a little bit of something. Great DRS straight. Here comes Callie. Down the inside. Banjo trying to go around. Gonna get it to work. Callie got a little squirrely. Bluesy Banjo once again spinning around. Nothing new. CJ is going to have DRS on that Williams, but here comes Banjo. Down onto that rear wing of Chan for a second. Going to be coming to 1 lap to go in the sprint. They're not going to have to worry about Banjo in the main race. But let's see if Chan can hold him off for his 7th Brazil win in the UPS F1 league. CJ with a bad corner there. And now Banjo. See what he can do now. 2/10 the gap. Couple of corners left to go before we start the white flag. Gap closed a little bit from last time to this time. Chan really good in that second sector. But Banjo really saving the ERS, both of them. Not even a comment on the yellow flag because we know what it is already. White flag in the air here in the sprint race. 2/10 the gap. Let's see what he can do. Chang getting a little squirrely. Gonna go on board with the Williams. He's closed that gap up, but so has CJ. Down the straightaway for the final time. Trying to go around the outside. A little bit of forced off the track. More contact made between the two. Banjo goes really wide. Interesting defensive tactics by Chan. Let's see what he can do. Can Banjo salvage this and maybe make an attempt for the win in a few different corners? Coming to the late part of this race, of this lap, trying to take a peek. 3.6 the gap between. Chan really good in this second sector. Hold it to about a 3.33 second gap. That Williams, can he find something before it's too late? It's going to look like it's too late. For the 7th time. Oh, by .038! Chan's going to sneak it for his 7th win at Brazil. That came down to the wire. Photo finish. I thought it was over for a minute. Banjo made it a good fight. .038. Chan wins his first race of the season, but he had a little bit of controversy there. But what a finish to the first race of the playoffs. But stay tuned. The main race still to come. As you're taking a look at your top 10. Chan, Banjo, CJ, Callie, Lawson, Sniper, Smitten, JB, Caesar, and Drew Rocks, your top 10. Then Skinny, Bluesy, Banjo, who's still yet to finish. Rounding out of the final corner now. Going to give him a little bit of screen time. And now out of the final corner. He's going to finally finish. Bluesy Banjo rounds out in 12. But Chan steals, almost loses that race from Banjo. But what a finish. We already went over the points, as we still got another main race to come. It's going to be a good one. Get your popcorn, get your favorite beverage. You know how it goes from here on out. Playoff time. I know it's a little weird, like I said at the top of the stream, but you know how it goes. Anything can happen. So stay tuned. I believe we got another one-shot qualifying session here. Just posting the stream to a different chat. All right. Couple seconds left before we start one-shot qualifying. All right. Here we go. Banjo Ori is gone. He was only able to make the sprint. Made it worth his while, though. Got a second place for the Williams. Smitten currently your leader in the one-shot qualifying so far. Now it's CJ. Gonna go lap for lap here. Or sector for sector, if you will. CJ quickest in the first sector. Gonna throw the telemetry on board with the Sauber. Really pushing this car as fast as he can. Chan and Sniper going at it for third. Chan must have made a mistake falling down the order. CJ quickest in the first two sectors. Is CJ going to nab a pole? Lost it up in the third. Battling Callie for third on the timers table. And out of the final corner, CJ 2K is going to get the pole with a 108.3 by about 0.6 over Callie and Caesar. As Banjo's still rounding the final corner. Cue the Jeopardy music. As CJ nabs the pole for the main event. All right, here is your qualifying order for tonight's event. CJ, Callie, Caesar, Sniper, Lawson, Chan, Smitten, Drew Rocks, JB, Skinny, Jay Harmo, and Bluesy Banjo. The ones actually racing. Then you got Trust and Banjo, who's not going to be racing, just going to be an AI. 5 red lights. Here we go. Playoff time. Round 14 is underway. So far through turn 1, everyone making it clean so far. So far, so good. CJ off to a quick start. Great start by the Sauber. A little bit of 3 wide in the back there between Drew and who that might have been Skinny and JB. As King Caesar up in the second. That's almost a full second gap already. 36 laps the distance. There's JB and Skinny side by side here. This is the battle for 9th. Whoa, JB really wide. There's Jay Harmo making his first starts of the season, running for the Aston Martin crew. Tired from the sprint early on, about halfway through. Not doing too bad on the start. JB up to 11th already, passing Bluesy Banjo. Going throughout the field, trying to see if there's any close battles. We got one right here between Sniper and Smitten. As he's losing a lot of speed down the straightaway, really. Trying to fake a little peek, but here comes Drew Rocks trying to make a move down the inside. DRS now between these two. This is for 6th and 7th. Had to pause there. As Jay Harmo and Bluesy Banjo now going at it. Side by side, it's the battle for 11th. Field, Lawson and Callie side by side. Great battle here between the two. Lawson will get the position for now. It's definitely not going to be the end of this battle. That's for sure. Down the inside, right on cue. Crossover. What a move by both drivers. This is great racing for 3rd. 2 laps inward, getting some good racing. Oh, try to take a peek. Callie almost got to that inside, that tire there. Gonna go on board Callie. Try to take that shortcut. He's got it. Down the, oh, whoa! Okay then. I don't know what happened there. I don't know if that was lag or what. I couldn't even tell you what happened. There is damage to that McLaren. I thought my game had a stroke for a second, but no, that actually happened. As Lawson and Callie still going at it for 3rd. A little bit side by side there. Battle for 6th here. And Callie gets by Lawson. Lawson goes for a second, but I don't know what happened to him there. Losing a lot of spots down the inside of Sniper. What is going on with this game right now? That's the 2nd time it's happened. As Callie going to take over 3rd. Lawson comes down pit road. As right now the closest battle on track is the battle for 3rd between Chan and Callie. But that's a really large gap, but here's a good battle. Drew versus Smitten. We're really trying to go down the inside. Really took the peak there. So far, no really insane battles to go by right now. CJ currently your leader by about 1.3. Everyone about almost a second back from each other for the most part. Not a whole lot of close action. As CJ Currently leads Cali the fastest lap of the race with a 1:11.618. Great lap there, JB and Skinny. JB once again goes wide. That's twice now where that Racing Bull just overshot the corner there. On board JB for a second. See if he can gain this position back. Won a race earlier this season. He ended up winning Australia due to CJ getting a time penalty at the end of the race. When the race was all said and done. As so far, let's see it. Can Cali get by his teammate? That's the main question. Definitely quicker than Caesar as of right now. It's still a long race. But DRS going to come by here for Cali. No DRS for Caesar. Down the inside goes Cali. Gets by his teammate with ease. Here comes that Ferrari. Do we have enough for CJ here early on in this run? No DRS for Cali. Okay, so far down the straightaway here. About 4/10 the gap between Chan and Caesar. But Chan really closing that gap up for a second. Chan trying to sweep the night. But can he do it? Down the straightaway now. Still no DRS. CJ about 3/10 quicker that time. Caesar locks the brakes up a little bit. No time lost. On board with Drew Rocks. See if he can get a pass here on Smitten. The rear wing wide open on the Racing Bull. Can he get the run here? Got to hold off. Lawson Hayes, fastest lap so far, 1:11.614. Not tremendously quicker than anyone, or quicker than the other lap that was set by Cali. But so far, he needs that point so far with that fastest lap. Nonetheless. Going throughout the field here. JB starting to catch up to his teammate. JB getting really squirrely here early on. But Drew Rocks up in the 6th, side by side with Smitten. Get a stalemate. No more ERS for the Racing Bull. Really wasting that battery. See the amount of time that he loses. Gets it right back though. Let's see if Drew Rocks can get something going here in this Racing Bull. Or is he going to lose another spot to his teammate? Drew Rocks comes in the night with only one top 5 so far this season. Being, I believe, at Singapore. We know what he can do. But can he do it? Can he still waiting on that breakout season for him? But down the inside, here he goes on Smitten. Good move there. Can he hold on to it? Smitten's going to get that downhill run into the detection zone. It's going to be Drew with the DRS. DRS for no battery. Really wasting that battery trying to stay up with him. Closest battle on track so far is between Jay Harmo and Bluesy Banjo. It's about it was 2/10 for a minute. But nonetheless, we're going to go back up through the field and keep an eye on this battle right now between Drew and Smitten. There's another pass made between the two. Jay Harmo. Oh! Bluesy Austin. Where is he going? What in tarnation was he doing? I've seen it all. This is what happens when you run 11th every week, I guess. That was something. There's so far battle right now for fourth, starting to brew up a little bit between Chan and Sniper. As Chan gaining a little bit of time here on Caesar here on lap 11. On board with him now. Once again, no battery left, but he's going to get that DRS run. Takes a quick little peek down the inside. Thinks smart about his options. Bluesy Banjo out of the set. Safety car is out for that. Looks like a guy going to pit road.
How on God's green earth do you crash going into the pits?
I couldn't even
How
tell
on
you.
God's green?
You should have saw what he did like a lap ago.
Oh, I
So
saw
he
it.
got like pushed off track by Jay Harmo, and then he took the access road, but like not the actual
What an
access road.
idiot.
Like that's why I made that comment. Now he's out of the
I
race.
don't know if Hart's gonna make it all the way.
That might be
Okay, I'm
pathetic.
gonna risk it.
Let's see
There you go.
if anyone's gonna come down pit road here. CJ's gonna jump in. Allie's gonna jump in. Lots of guys jumping in.
Everyone's jumping in.
Sniper jumping in. Let's see if people can try that one stopper.
I have no idea what their
Medium
fucking
hard.
strategies are, though. Oh, I double stacked it for her.
CJ's still going to keep the lead out of the pit road. Basically, the order staying the same. Put Chan up in the third. Skinny up and nope, JB staying out. Sorry, another safety card of the season here. Been having a lot recently, honestly. No major changes throughout the order so far. I can see a lot of people going for the one stop all the way here on the hard tires. Might be a little difficult, in my opinion, but you never know what can happen. See if safety car will come in at least next time. Like 90% sure that it will come in for lap 14 for next time by. Still waiting on the AI of trusting Banjo to get up to the back. And it's looking like the safety car will come in this time. 99% sure. Looks like we got a little bit of scuffling in the back here. Not too sure what's going on there. Let's see if any announcement of the safety car coming in. Safety car coming in this time by. Let's see what kind of fireworks can happen here on the restart. Will CJ hold the field up? That's what it's looking like. A couple guys getting 2x2 back there. Here we go. Green flag, back racing. CJ with a great start. Here comes Chan. Round the outside. That needs to work on Callie. Yes, he can. Callie caught napping a little bit. Sniper up in the fourth. Great overtake there, but here comes Smitten. On board of Smitten now. It's right by him. Battle on track. Caesar drops to sixth on the restart. Board Washington back here. Four-tenths the gap between second and third now. See if any big changes here. Smitten about 3/10 behind Sniper. CJ quickest lap of the race, 1:11.5. Skinny up in the PA. Skinny having a great run so far. A little bit of side-by-side action between him and JB. Gonna get the move done. Now he's gonna try to battle with Drew Rocks. Trying to pass both racing goals. I think he can get up to him. JB once again going really wide. Harbaugh's going to get the pass going. Lawson lagging a lot. Not having a good run in that McLaren. Get that move done around the outside. Trying to battle with him is Harmo. Harmo on the soft tires. That's definitely a choice. Especially about halfway through this race. Definitely going to have to pit again. Is CJ. But now the laps are coming alive. Callie with a 111 flat. Lawson up in P9. There's Jay Harmo out of the session. Out in turn 1. Couldn't catch what happened. But no threat of a safety car, so he's off the track. A little bit of an NHL update for you hockey fans. Buffalo, Montreal, Game 7. Second round of the Eastern Conference semifinals. Going to overtime. Tied at 2. That's going to be something to see. I don't like to pull it up on my phone or anything, but I can't do that. You got some UPSF 1 action. Let's see what can unfold here. Still lots of race left. About halfway done. It was about 2-0 in that game to start. About halfway through the first period. As Chan trying to get up to Callie trying to get up to Chan. What I meant to say. It's been a long day. It's Monday. About 4 tenths the gap. That gap's starting to dwindle down. Here comes Callie. Down the inside. Gets it to work. Both Ferraris made a pass. Start the lap here. Callie about 1 second behind CJ. Swerving in and out. Drew Rocks up to the 7th. Skinny versus Lawson kind of battle all night long. On board, yeah, this is, I can't even go on board if I'm not even gonna bother. That leg is brutal. CJ currently your leader, second lead over Callie. The gap's starting to kind of dwindle down a little bit as well. Down to about 9 tenths. There's Sniper up in the P4. Let's see if anything can change throughout the field here. So far, the gap now down to about 4/10. So far, early on in this second half of the run. About 2/10 the gap. Here he goes down the inside. Can't get there in enough time. Definitely good setup move though. On board with Cali. Lost a little bit of time there trying to set the corner. Thought he was going to get the move done for a minute there earlier on. Go on board here again with Cali. See if he can get the lead here. On board and really stalemated there that time around. Cali wants to bring in the DRS. The gap. Nothing really changing so far. As no changes in the last couple of minutes here. Sniper starting to bang on the doorstep here at Chan for third. DRS active. As Cali round the outside, almost gets it to work. Smitten lags out of the session. Didn't quite get the first half of that, but defensive driving by CJ works out. But here comes Cali again. Trying to set up the inside. Oh, contact made. But he's going to get the move to work. A little bit of wheel-to-wheel action there. Four-tenths the gap now. Can CJ recoup and get back into this battle for the lead here? Smitten back into the lobby here. Didn't lose a whole lot of time, to be quite honest with you. Smitten trying to get up in the sixth. Sorry, Lawson trying to get up in the sixth. On board with him trying to make a move on Drew. That's not the main issue. Trying to watch this battle for the lead. 2/10 the gap. CJ with a great corner, another great corner. A little bit wide there. Coming up on a lap car. This is Trustin Banjo's AI. There should be ghosted. Let's see if there's a move made here by CJ. Can't set it up yet. Cali holding on to more battery than CJ so far on this run at least. By about 10% to get by the lap car Trustin Banjo. CJ really losing a lot of time here in the second sector compared to Cali. Here, lap 24, Chan starting to gain into this pack a little bit. Dragon Sniper along with him. Let's see how much CJ can gain here. DRS active. Once again, they stalemate. But CJ is really good in these first couple of corners. Because if he can clean up that second sector, he might get back into the lead here. I feel like that is where he's struggling a lot. He's that second sector. Goes wide there a little bit. As CJ. Let's see what he can do here. Can he gain a little bit more? Nothing really gained. A little bit of time lost. Been mainly on the exits of the corner where he's losing his time. Six-tenths the gap. Narrowed it down by about a tenth that lap. Callie down pit road. CJ leads by about a second over Chan. Chan gained a little bit of time there. Lose it again there. Three-tenths the gap now. Really gained in that final sector. CJ down pit road. But here comes Sniper. And I hate the camera work. Down the inside goes Sniper. To the lead he goes. Chan fight back. Chan trying to stick with him. Chan with no DRS that time by. As Callie still stays ahead of CJ by a little bit of a margin. It's looking like the undercut definitely going to be better off here. Coming to the final 10 laps of this race. Tire life, the top 6, all with 15 lap old hard tires. Skinny made the move to the soft. I'm not sure about what the thought process is there. Lots of guys electing for the one stop here early on. As Sniper staying out again, lap 28 of 36. Sniper, who's been Mr. Consistent all season long. Let's take a quick look at average finish real quick. Enters tonight with a 3.4 average finish, which is actually a bit hot, a bit in the wrong direction from what we've seen in past seasons. You know, multiple time champion in this series. Last season, I think he had like a 2 average finish. I would have to double check that. But it's neither here nor there. Chan and Sniper. Apparently the ones battling it out for the win here. But will they have to pit? That is the main question. Lost it up in the 4th. Not sure what happened there. As Sniper, about 7/10 above. CJ and Smitten now going at it. CJ quickest lap of the race, 1:10.921. First lap in the 110s tonight. In the race at least. 4/10 the gap between the top two. Can Chan close this gap up? About 7/10 the gap. Chan with DRS and a lot of battery to use. Doesn't really use a whole lot there. Just trying to stick with him. CJ again, quickest lap of the race. Up in the 6th. The 1:10.7. Gained about 2/10 on that lap time alone. Sniper goes a little wide there. About 7 laps to go here in the Brazilian Grand Prix. Currently coming down to the wire between Sniper, Hyper, and Chan. Chan looking to go 2 for 2 on the night for his 8th win at Brazil. Currently at 7 after the sprint race victory earlier in the night. Caesar up in the 3rd. 6/10 the gap. Coming to 6 to go. What can Chan accomplish here? Late in this race. On board with the Haas right now. Gap about 5.5. 0.5, but losing another 10th. Down the straightaway. Really harvesting the ERS deployment so far. Chan way better in that corner there. Gained about a 10th there. I feel like he gains a lot of it in that second sector. He's really got that sector figured out compared to everyone else. Out of the final corner. Coming to about 5 laps to go. DRS deployed for the Haas. 4/10 the gap. No late lunge yet. But he's going to get DRS once again. CJ and Lawson going at it for a second. CJ too far back to battle Cali. But Chan loses it all out of that corner. I've been noticing that the last couple of laps. Four-tenths the gap. Gap's starting to close. Four-tenths the gap between Chan and Sniper. See if we can get any fireworks here towards the end of this Grand Prix. Just like how the sprint ended, it's going to be Haas versus Williams. 5/10 the gap. Chan made it back. 4 to go. Sniper looking for his 3rd win on the season. It'll be if he can get it to the line first and hold on to these tires. These tires are really starting to wear down now. Late in this run, about 20 laps old on these tires. 21 laps to be exact. Let's see what he can do. Really been stalemating the last couple of laps between these two. About 5/10 towards the end of each lap. Going to be coming to 3 laps to go for Sniper. Yeah, Chan's been really stalemating these last couple of laps here. CJ up in the 4th. These two still going for it. Yeah, can he get that position back? He's going to get DRS on CJ. Rear wing open. Oh, he's going to get the run. Down the inside he goes. Gets by him with ease. CJ defenseless there. As Callie moves up in the 4th. In the late stages of this one. Does Chan have anything for Sniper? It's going to become the 2 laps to go this time by. Gains a little bit out of that corner. Closer this time than he was last time. Really he's been losing it a lot off of exit. Gets to about 3/10 towards the middle of the corner and then he just does not have the drive off. But he's got to run now. Holds off on it. Got too much curb. 2 to go now. Does Chan have any answers? Caesar goes way wide. Coming to the white flag this time by. 4/10 the gap. Skinny 10 seconds speeding in the pit lane. Not really going to matter. Chan about 5/10 now. Into the battle for the win now. Will there be a move? Will there be desperation? Going to be coming to the white this time by. What will happen? One lap to go in the Brazilian Grand Prix for Sniper and Chan. 3/10 the gap. Is he going to go for it? A little bit wide there in turn 1, a little bit of a cut. Trying to stay with him. He's going to get a better run. 2/10. Sniper goes defensive. Chan, how low can you go? A little bit of contact made, I think. All that time lost. Couple of corners left to go. The multi-time champion, Sniper, looking for win number 3 on the year. Chan looking for his 2nd win of the night. About 2 or 3 more corners to go. Mr. Consistent, Sniper Hyper. Average finish probably in his career of like 4. Shows why he can do what he do at a high level for all these seasons. Multiple different games. Sniper has to hold him off here down the DRS zone. Out of the final corner. It's going to be Sniper Hyper winning the Brazilian Grand Prix. Chan then Caesar for 3rd, Callie 4th, CJ 5th. Lawson's going to bring it home in 6th. A little bit of an inside wall tap. Smitten 7th. Drew Rocks getting an 8th place finish. Good run by him. JB 9th. And Skinny's going to round out your top 10. But Sniper, 3rd win of the year. First time since the sprint race of Japan, which was April 6th. was the last time he's found victory in the UPS F1 League. But he gets it done. Much needed win.
The 2-win merchant allegations are over. I finally won more than 2 races in a season.
Is this your first 3-win season in a while, or?
In a long time. My first more than 2-win season. Well, I think this is my first more than 2-win season ever.
As that concludes coverage of the UPS F1 League. As usual, I'm your host, GrimmerX34. We'll see you guys for the next race. Oh, Lord. Azerbaijan, the third race of the playoffs. Get your popcorn. That's going to be a scary one. We'll see you guys then. Peace out.